You want to start with your closest circle of friends. Think about your family members and your friends, people who may have a connection with Alzheimer's disease or people who may not. Then think about people that you know outside your most immediate circle. These could be your neighbors, people that you know from PTA or your garden club, people that you share your hobbies with, or other parts of your life, work associates, colleagues, and the like. Lastly, we want you to think about how you might be able to open up conversations with strangers, people that you meet in the grocery store or waiting for the doctor, and talk with them about your involvement with the Your Brain Matters campaign. You may say something like, "Let me tell you about this volunteer project I'm working on with the Alzheimer's Association." These are great conversation starters and are a way for you to set up a time that you could talk with your family and friends about the Your Brain Matters campaign. Once you sit down with someone, the best way to start off the conversation is just simply to ask, do you know someone who's been affected by Alzheimer's disease? They may answer that yes, they have been a caregiver for someone with Alzheimer's. They may say that they have a family member or a friend who is a caregiver. They may know someone who has the disease. Or they may say no, they don't know someone who has the disease. So we're going to talk about conversations and kind of how you would use the toolkit with each of these different scenarios. So the first one would be if you ask someone, do you know someone who's been affected by Alzheimer's disease? And they say yes. You might want to ask how they're coping with their caregiving roles or with the disease. And at that point, it would be great to refer to the Staying Strong brochure. You may want to pass this along and remind them that there's information there not only about caregiver stress and how to deal with it, but also information about how to contact the Alzheimer's Association. You may ask the question, do you know someone who's been affected by Alzheimer's disease? And the answer you get back may be no. This is a great opportunity for you to educate them about the early signs of Alzheimer's and about this campaign. People who don't yet know about the disease and don't know someone who's been affected, it's so important that they know these 10 signs because statistics show that before long they will know someone who's been affected by the disease. And it's important that they know those symptoms so that they can recognize them and help the people around them get the care and support that they need. So you'd want to focus on know the 10 signs. You'd want to give them an overview of what Alzheimer's is and educate them and let them know that it's a progressive neurological disease that results in memory loss, confusion, lapses in judgment, and other symptoms that really affect someone's quality of life. You may want to talk about ways that they could get involved with the Alzheimer's Association and how to learn more about the disease. You also may want to share some of those basic statistics. Talk about the 5.2 million people in the United States who've been diagnosed with this disease. Talk about the 25,000 people in Dallas County. Talk about the impact on women, especially those in the workforce who may have to cut back on their work hours or leave the workforce altogether as their caregiving responsibilities increase. Lastly, you want to be sure that you fill out this response card so that we can capture that information and return it to the Alzheimer's Association. The most important thing to remember as you're talking with people, whether it's someone who has a connection with Alzheimer's or someone who doesn't, the most important thing you want to focus on is listening to their experience and making sure that they know how to get connected with the Alzheimer's Association so that they can receive the support and the information that they need. On behalf of the Alzheimer's Association, I want to thank you for joining us today. If you want to get more involved with the Your Brain Matters campaign, please contact us by calling 1-800-272-3900. Thank you for joining our campaign to end Alzheimer's. Your Brain Matters has been made possible by the generosity of these sponsors.